Security sweeps of all decks are negative, Mr. Spock.
I'm a Negro.
You always been a Negro? You're just trying to be fashionable.
Well, then I'm gonna let the cleaning woman do it.
I can't let her go in there. You keep your room in such a mess.
That's you on tape.
You've got big dreams. You want fame. Well, fame costs.
You see, when a person takes off her sunglasses, it's amazing what you can see around her eyes.
What is wrong with your mother coming to visit you?
Well, my mother and I, we got a little problem. She hates me.
You mean your recipe was for 600? Oh my God!
You know what burns me up? That you actually think I'm as dumb as you are.
In gym class, we ran 60-meter sprints.
And?
Don't get me started.
Fine, it's over, Martin. Wait.
But sweetheart, it's your friends that need to change, not me.
Me too.
For your information, I have management experience coming out of my ears.
And you have made a big mistake. Now, I don't know how you got that bogus confession out of them.
Well, if I'm cured in the next 3 months is fine. Otherwise, I know where you can get a good deal on a used Toyota.
I want to give you an invitation to my annual spring fling. It's a catered affair with cocktails and stimulating conversation.
I'm Kimberly Ann Parker, and I should be on True Life because I'm cute, perky, and petite.
In a cabinet behind me. Get a scalpel. Let them do me.
I thought I was the smartest girl in the world. Well, you just had a baby by a man with no job, so you're definitely not the smartest girl.
Fucked as you were shooting at 40s in Clorox bottles blocks away. Using potatoes for a silencer.
I can't let them know I'm reading their minds. They'll think I'm spying on them. Oh, snap.
I'm in the middle of a divorce. People call me the Nazi, and it's not because of my ice blue eyes.
You're not paid for your voice. You're paid to imitate mine. I chose that story.
No, Mom, he's not abusive, and I'm not under his thumb. Oh my God, he's home. I gotta go.
Get into the tub. Use this only if you have to. Take it.
How'd you know about that?
I did a background check on you.
I had a really tough time.
Are you seriously going to stand here and suggest that divorcing your wife and moving me into the White House in the midst of an election is not a time?
Speaking your mind, I'm going to say this. You're entitled to your opinion, and I appreciate that. And I hope, and I think in your church that if they're listening, it's because you're giving them your opinion. I hope that you listen.
I come from the Bible, honey.
I hope that you
I don't
listen
have
to
an
your
opinion
church.
as a pastor.
You're not letting me speak on my
You're
show.
entitled to your opinion, not to your facts.
I am letting you speak, and now.
Bill? I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I'm representing Memphis. Culture can be so many different dimensions. For me, I feel as though you see a lot of different aspects of my culture. And specifically for me, because I'm in a multicultural marriage. My husband's from Bangladesh, and I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee. So, he's from Bangladesh, and I'm black, so we call it Blackadesh. So,
You're a slut from the 90s. Shut up. Anyway, you do not have the right to talk.
Oh, wait a minute now.
Yeah, you want to hear?
With action.
You think I care what y'all think of me? I have sex with this. I don't give one damn. Feels like a leather tent just collapsed on me. But I'm paid. Later, haters.
In the world.
I'm 6 feet tall and I'm strong, Colin. Strong!
And that's when things got all slavey. Back in the slave days, my love life would have been way better. Master would have hooked me up with the best brother on the plantation. Every 9 months, I'd just be in the corner, just popping them out, just Shaq, Kobe, LeBron.
Probably not as much as it hurts black women when we fight one another. A lot of women of color encounter circumstances where we are pitted against one another.
I'm lost and alone, and I'm fair and I'm free. You am what you is, and I are who I be. What I'm lacking in strength, I make up for in smarts. You keep your stability, I'll keep my heart.
Journalist Corey Hayward has two problems. His first is with a certain type of black woman.
The type of black woman who would, though, betray and condemn and tear down her own people, black men, and in the same breath, elevate non-black men, white men, whomever, shower them with praise. That is who I have a problem with.
His second is with Hollywood, their stereotypical portrayals of black women and celebration of patriarchy.
Black women who want to make it in Hollywood, I suppose they have to, or they're forced to be love interest to white men. And if they aren't the lead character, then they're often the girl on the side.
In ABC's hit drama Scandal, Kerry Washington plays Olivia Pope, owner and operator of DC's most sought-after crisis management firm. Professionally, she protects the public images of the nation's elite. Personally, she struggles to conceal her romantic relationship with Tony Goldwyn, who plays Fitzgerald Grant, the married president of the United States.
I'm done. I told you I was done. We're over.
We're not over. We're not ever going to be over. I am never going to be over you.
Your wife is at Blair House, and she's about to explode your political career. You'll never get reelected if you don't get her back. Your time as president will be over, and you're worried about getting your mistress back?
How many times do I need to tell you that you're more than that? Come back to me. Forgive me. I love you.
Please stop. Please stop getting my hopes up. Just stop.
I can't stop. I won't. Olivia.
I am not a toy you can play with when you're bored or lonely or horny. I am not the girl the guy gets at the end of the movie. I am not a fantasy. If you want me, earn me. Until then, we are done.
Hayworth still isn't convinced.
Kerry Washington, comfortable with being the side girl, the mistress, to the president, the most powerful man in America, which is another message. White men will always be the most powerful men in America, no matter what they do in the shadows, behind closed doors, no matter if their dirty laundry is aired, if their skeletons roll out of the closet, somehow they will maintain power. That is what this show has portrayed.
Recession, we at war, and all we want to do is continue to be negative. It's more like, I feel like the fans from the UK show me more love than when I'm in my own country, and that's crazy. I gotta go to another country to get more love, and I don't even get this type of love. I get more love from another country than I get from my own country, and that's crazy. One thing I understand, if you're rich, you're a rich nigga. If you're poor, you're a poor nigga. If you're educated, you're a smart nigga. At the end of the day, they still look at me as a nigga. And that's something that I understand. Just truthfully speaking right here. It's true. One thing I understand. If you're rich, you're a rich nigga. If you're poor, you're a poor nigga. If you're educated, you're a smart nigga. At the end of the day, they still look at me as a nigga. And that's something that I understand. Just truthfully speaking.
What exactly is your background? Are you African American? Are you
human?
I get that, but you know what is
I
your?
don't say I'm black. I don't say anything. I just check human. I'm human.
Okay, but it's still a hugely racist comment to make. It doesn't matter if you're black. If I make racist comments like that or bigoted comments about Cubans, it's not less bigoted because I'm Cuban. Every black woman is not evil, hateful. The ones that you apparently dealt with on an occasion that scarred you like this were. How did you develop these racist attitudes?
I had bad experiences with black women. Like, I was under house arrest for like 6 months because this black lady said I slept with our husband.
Oh, they don't put you on house arrest for that.
Yes, they do.
Not for sleeping with somebody's husband.
Shelly has a bad attitude when she gets upset. She's sweet. Shelly has a big heart. And
what was she on house arrest for?
I just told you, this black lady, because she said, no, she went to the judge and she told the judge that I slept with her husband. And they arrested me.
Miss O'Neill, stop, okay? Because now you're irritating me, okay?
It's the truth. That's why I was under house arrest.
Fine. Is that the word she used?
Yeah, she said I slept with her husband.
Fine. Well, look, in court, obviously, you have to be able to say the words that people used, but clean it up for me, okay? Because otherwise, it's disrespectful.
But Your Honor, I was in a house. I don't even know what a black look like.
What do I care about that? What makes you think I care who you've slept with in your life? I could care less. I don't care if you slept with any man. Okay?
But I just don't like black women.
This is why I'm making this video, because the thing in my head that keeps ringing is that I think I might be mixed. My dad is a French descendant. He is African though. But it's like crazy because then there comes me. And so when people look at me, they consider me to be full black, which you will not find. Even in most parts of Africa, you will not find somebody who is full African. You won't find somebody who is full European. You won't find it. Everybody's mixed up. Just because I don't have Halle Berry skin coat doesn't mean I'm not mixed. Trust me, I'm more mixed than a lot of lighter skinned people probably. I have a lot of different races in my family, so that makes me mixed.
I'm half black, half Cuban, which is really not all I am. I am a mixture of a bunch of different things. Something that bothers me deeply is that I feel that I cannot really claim a certain race. Even though I look black and all that, I am half Cuban. I want to know how you guys feel about being biracial and if it's as much of a struggle for you guys as it is for me.
And this is my real hair, naturally genetic from my scalp. And yes, it is flattering like my ancestors who were Indian, who have long straight hair themselves.
And this video is going to be about being mixed. And there's nothing wrong with being black. If I was full black, I would say, yo, I'm full black. I'm not mixed, but I am mixed. And I can't help that I'm mixed. And I'm not going to sit here and say I'm black just because that's what the fuck you think I am. You know, there's people in the Dominican Republic, in Honduras, and Puerto Rico, and Costa Rica who are real dark.
There's a lot of these brothers out here, these Negroes, these black men who get pissed off and don't like it when women who they perceive to be African American, I don't define myself as that. Again, I'm mixed race, I'm not black.
Even though I'm dark skinned, I'm not black. I'm Dominican and Cape Verdean, and black people get on my damn nerves.
I'm multiracial. I'm predominantly Caribbean, Jamaican Caribbean, but I'm mixed with Indian and Scottish. And I've been told several times, you know, the usual phrases are, you don't know where you're from, you don't know who you are, you don't have a history. I would much prefer to go by genotype than phenotype, as phenotype is basically what you look like, whereas genotype obviously goes by your genes, it goes by your DNA. It says what race you are depending on your genes, not by the way you look, which obviously is far more accurate. and that's what I go by. And also, I prefer to say that I'm multiracial because then it includes my family.
My great-grandma was white. My great-grandfather was Indian and black. So my grandmother looks like an Indian. You know what I mean? Like if you saw my grandmother right now, you would see she looks like an Indian. Then you see my mother. My mother looks like an Indian.
Hello, my name is Kathy Smith. I'm Sansaray Smith's mother.
And I don't mean the kind of Indian where people say, well, all black people are mixed with Indian. No, it's not that. It's really a Native American inside of me. Like it's not a game. I'm like this red color. You know, I just look reddish. Like if you see me a person, I look brown I look brown on camera. I look brown in pictures. Sometimes I look light skinned in pictures. But if you were standing in front of me, you could tell I was a mixed race woman.
Lopez, an Orange County Sheriff's deputy, is on the wrong side of the law. She was arrested and accused of having sex with an inmate. KCOUNT 9 Orange County reporter Michelle Gile tells us it allegedly happened at the county jail.
The alleged sexual misconduct did occur, again, while she was on duty and inside the jail facilities.
A female Orange County Sheriff's deputy is accused of having sex with a male inmate she met as she worked inside of the county jail in Santa Ana.
These alleged acts occurred between November and December of last year. The inmate came forward, notified someone inside our jail. They brought the allegations to our investigators. They began their investigation.
29-year-old Jennifer McLean, a 5-year veteran of the force, was arrested and booked Thursday night. It's unclear what evidence investigators have against her or whether there is videotape of the illegal activity that is said to have occurred inside of the intake release center. McLean has a young child, and according to those who know her, she is the last person they'd imagine being caught up in a scandal such as this.
I thought you'd want to ride to the funeral.
I have a car coming, so.
Liv, So that's it? We're done?
I have your grandmother's ring. I kept it safe right here.
I've given you this ring twice. And both times you've given it back.
Edison.
Tell me you don't want to be married. Tell me that being a senator's wife is too much. Tell me that you don't want a family. Tell me why I've been wasting my time. Tell me something.
I'm sorry. Edison, I'm really sorry. I could marry you. I could be a senator's wife. I'd probably be happy. I could probably give all this up and live in a country house and have babies and be normal. I could. But I don't want to. I'm not built for it. I don't want formal and easy and simple. I want.
What? What? What do you want, Olivia?
I want painful, difficult, devastating, life-changing, extraordinary love. Don't you want that too?
Love is not supposed to be painful or devastating. Love isn't supposed to hurt, Liv.
Hey there, Mr. Bighorn. I brought my winch.
All right. Fetch her here. You've been keeping track of her. You're sure she's in heat?
She's ready for breeding.
Well, I hope so for your sake. You know, Wilson, if she doesn't take the first time, you're not going to like paying another stud fee. How many days ago did she finish?
My missus counted 12. Should be 13 at most with the trip. If you can get her mounted right away, I'll be back on the road in a couple hours.
Is it for me, Pa?
Easy. We'll talk about that when you finish school. Now you go and study.
Doggone.
Is she clean?
Sure enough.
Does she have crab?
For the love of God, I keep her in the house.
Then she's a virgin?
Of course. You know I've been saving her for Jason.
What? A virgin for a brute like that? He'll split her up the middle.
He does, will sew her up. Come on, Mr. Bighorn. I could have serviced this wench 2 feet from my own back door for $50. If I've traveled 60 miles up country and I'm paying you $200 cash on the barrelhead, it means I want Jason's seat. Anyway, it's my risk the way I see it. It's my worry.
All right. That's your business.
Meeting a white man's parents are First of all, you don't know where they are in this whole liberation of blacks and whites coming together. It's already hard enough meeting someone's parents in general. So now you have this little extra thing to worry about. But I go with it. Sometimes they do say racist stuff. When those things do happen, you have to realize that they're not doing it out of hate or out of disrespect, majority of the time. They are doing it just out of pure ignorance. I have chapters on family and friends and how to interact and what to do when they do say something racist to you. So it helps us with our emotions and how to handle the situation, and also being able to make light of, overall, it's always a funny situation when you think of it later. Humor plays a fabulous role in this book because it lightens the situation of race. I think it's time that we laugh at it and we move forward.
Dear Cola Booth, you've lost a fan. When you got into a fight with black men on Twitter over that stupid television show Scandal and tweeted the following: "I would rather be a white man's whore than a piece of gum stuck to the bottom of a black man's shoe."
The fuck you think this is? This fucking hoe wanna be like me so goddamn bad. This bitch probably damn. This shit is fucking pathetic. Y'all better put me on for somebody get fucking killed.
Hey guys, it's me Miranda here with my boyfriend Joseph. A lot of y'all have been asking to see him again, and so we decided that we were going to do a video today for y'all.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm going to say some things that are controversial.
Just as long as you don't say nothing that's racist.
No, not at all. Not at all. Well, first of all, I'm black. I'm a dark-skinned woman. And I married and had children by a white man.
I'm going to hang up the phone now. You're a sellout.
I'm sorry?
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I always grew up knowing that dark skin was less attractive. And I always told myself, when I get older, I never want to have a dark-skinned daughter. I never want to have a dark-skinned daughter. I never want to have a dark-skinned son. And this is something that I just grew up with because I knew how hard it would be for them. So I purposely, married a white man and have, biracial children that, thank goodness, they do have lighter skin and nicer hair. They don't have to. My girls won't have to wear weave. They won't have to go through what I went through. And a lot of dark-skinned women have ashy skin. They are overweight. A lot of them don't take care of their bodies.
I got ashy skin.
So I'm making a point to go out the house looking my best every single time because I know how society views dark-skinned women.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
How you talk about dark-skinned women.
Wait. Can I ask you a question, though? If you believe, like, the one thing you said, like, black women, dark-skinned women have ashy skin, you find that unattractive. Why was your white man attracted to yours?
Well, because that was his preference. Everyone has a preference, right? Mm-hmm. And my skin is not ashy because I take care of my skin.
But you just said dark-skinned women have dark. You just said they have it.
I'm sorry?
But you just said dark-skinned women have ashy skin.
No, dark-skinned women, you're dark-skinned. Dark-skinned people have ashy skin in general because the skin is darker.
Okay, but I mean...
So you have to make it a point to, try to look your best and go, above and beyond.
So that's hygiene. So that's hygiene, isn't it? That's hygiene.
No, not hygiene, because just because if your skin is ashy, that does not mean that you don't have good hygiene. It just means that your skin is darker.
Yeah, but all you got to do is, what I'm saying is all you got to do is get out of the shower and put on lotion. My skin ashy because I won't put shit on it. When I'll put shit on it, I don't have that problem. But I do have it initially. The difference is when white people's skin is ashy, the ash is the same color as their skin. Do you feel what I'm saying?
Yes, okay, you're not listening to me. Certain products don't moisturize as well as some other products do, okay? Some lotions have SPF and they leave a tint on your skin. And when you have darker skin, I forgot what the active ingredient in sunscreen is. That makes your skin look ashy. So this is what I'm trying to say. But, you know, I always just grew up knowing that dark skin wasn't attractive. And once people can just start talking about it and stop being so politically correct, then I think everyone will be more accepting and people won't have to grow up with low self-esteem like I did, you know? There's a way to say things.
But they will grow up. Wait a minute. But they will grow up with low self-esteem if you say what you're saying. The only way they will grow up with low self-esteem if they say what you're saying. You're saying the only way to change it is to get a white man.
But that's the truth, though.
Hey, too. This is Pretty Crappy Million. It's going to be edited to repeat. I have 2 channels. Oh, this is my 3rd. I don't know. Whatever. I'm here with you. I deleted my Gmail. It's drama. And I guess I deleted my YouTube as well. Not this one. The 808 Gypsy, which I did mostly like.
Be very, very careful. All right, Alicia, Joe.
What are you doing?
Hi YouTube, it's that bumpy head gal Alexia. So I wanted to get on here and talk about another problem that's affecting the black community, and that is baby mothers, baby fathers, no husbands, no wives, and all these children. My opinion is that it is the fault of the women. You know why? Let me tell you why. 1, these women chose to lay down with these men. Number 2, not only did he lay down with him, but he laid down with him and had unprotected sex with him. 3, after having unprotected sex with him, you find out that you're pregnant, and so you bring forth his child, right? Now, where in this is the man at fault? I'll wait. Nowhere in that sequence of events is the man at fault. As women, we need to learn to take responsibility for our messed up actions. These men could not be fathering children by 10 different women if those 10 different women did not have sex with him. If we as women decide, you know what, I'm not going to sleep with somebody who I know is a player, is a dog or whatever. If I decide I'm not going to sleep with him, if he doesn't have a job, if he's not responsible, I am not going to sleep with him unless we are in a stable relationship and unless we are going to be getting married. No, we're not stupid. We can make good judgments. But I don't know what it is, if it's fire under some people's crotches, why they need to sleep with these men, and then you have the baby, and you know what you use the baby as? You use the baby as a means to cuss the man and show how worthless he is.
Dear black man, I have become a woman that you no longer recognize. I have allowed our enemy to impregnate me with his ideas and thoughts. I have allowed an illusion of independence to keep us separated. I have fooled myself into believing that my degrees places me degrees above you. I humbly come to you asking forgiveness. I come to you asking you to forgive me for not supporting you. I come to you asking you to forgive me for not truly loving you. I was taught to hate myself, then hate you. My desire to reproduce you was killed by our enemy. I apologize for teaching my daughters that you will fail them and continuing the cycle of an illusion of independence with them. I apologize for not encouraging you, for not being more patient with you, for not understanding your plights, your trials, and your tribulations. I apologize for thinking that in order to gain strength, I had to weaken you. I apologize for disturbing your peace in order to have peace within myself, or what I thought was peace. My life has been in peril without you. I try to convince myself that I don't need you, but you are a necessity. I can't even continue the cycle of life without you. I apologize for my harsh tone, for using my tongue as a sword, for telling you that you are nothing, when in fact, you are everything. I apologize for mistreating you, disrespecting you, neglecting you, and belittling you. I know that I have aided in breaking you, and I am beneficial in rebuilding you. I am acknowledging the wrongs that I have committed against you, and I am confessing my faults. By acknowledging my wrongs doesn't mean that I am absolving you of your duty, but rather I am recommitting myself to my duty to you. I have relinquished my womb from my enemy, and I'm returning it to its rightful owner, you. I try to walk this journey of life without you, but I realize that I should be walking this journey with you and beside you. I pray that you accept my sincere apology and that we can start the process of reconciliation so we can love each other and have productive and successful relationships that will set the standard for our children. Black man, I love you. Signed, a black woman who concedes that her womb was one of many.
They that understand among the people shall instruct many.
You gotta see that we are living this life again. You brothers understand. Your job is to instruct many, not learn this truth, sit here and scratch and go to movies and play video games. Your job is to instruct many, because Israel's not small no more. This truth ain't small the way it used to be back in the day. Now it's growing. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody.
the unity.
What's that word?
Unity.
What?
Unity.
What?
Unity.
What?
Unity.
Negroes hate that word. Unity! That's what the Bible has always been about. Israel must unify. That's what God is commanding us to do.
Son Judas, called Maccabeus, rose up in his stead, and all his brethren helped him, and so did all they that held with his father, and they fought with cheerfulness the battle of Israel.
So we gotta fight with cheerfulness, brothers and sisters, the battle of Israel. Cheerfulness.
And all his brethren helped him.
And all his brethren helped him. That's what the Bible's about. Unity, coming together as a body, doing this great work that one man cannot do alone. Even Christ had 12 disciples with him. He said, when I leave you 12, take the lead.
The work prospered in their hands.
You see that? When they undertook the covenant of the Most High, it said the work prospered in their hands. That's where we got to go to, that level. Don't think our fasting is in vain. We're not fasting for no reason. We want this work to prosper in our hands. So that means we got to be men of action and stand for something or do nothing. You make up your minds. All our different gifts is meant to edify the entire body. That body of Christ translates to nation of Israel.
Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His what? His what? His what? His what? His what? His what? His what?
Out of the Bible. Okay, now we understand we're reading history, and the reason we're reading this history is because we went into slavery, and because of breaking God's commandments. This is one of the commandments we're breaking. Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. Listen up, black and Latino women. Listen up. Come on. The woman shall not wear that which pertains unto a man. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Let me ask you, what do women wear today that pertains to men? You hit it right on the head. Read that again. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, which is pants. I have on pants, you have on pants. That's confusion to the Most High. You understand? That's confusion. Read on. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. What's a woman's garment? A dress, skirts. That's a woman's garment. So we're clear on the dress code, right? Pants are for men, dresses and skirts for women. Right. Read on. For all that do so. For all that do so. For the man, for the woman that wears what pertains to a man, for the man that wears what pertains to a woman. For all that do so are an abomination. Are what? Are an abomination. Are an abomination. Unto who? Unto the Lord thy God. Unto the Lord thy God. The word abomination means detestable, filthy, nasty in his sight. Right. So sister, according to the Bible, you're breaking one of God's laws. Yeah, you didn't know that now, did you? The men wore the pants. We're going to show that to you. Exodus 28. When people say, I wear the pants in the house, what do they say? You've heard that term before, right? I make the rules. Now, in the household, does the man make the rules or does the woman? What do you mean it depends? So Sometimes you gotta what? Huh? There's no such thing as compromise with the Lord. It's either the Lord's way or you die. There's no compromise. We're gonna show that. We're gonna show you that the men wore the pants, and then we're gonna show you that there's no compromise with the man and the woman. Come on, 42. Yeah, 41, 42.
And thou shalt put them upon Aaron, thy brother, and his sons with him.
Aaron and his brother and his sons with him. That's the boys, the males. Read on.
And shall anoint them, and consecrate them, and sanctify them, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office.
That they may minister unto me in the priest's office. Read on.
And thou shalt make them linen breeches.
Thou shalt make them what?
Linen breeches.
Linen breeches. The word breeches. That's an old word for pants.
Right.
Down south they call it breeches. That's breeches here. That's pants for the man. When did God ever ordain compromise between the man and the woman? He never did. We're going to read it to you right now. 1 Corinthians 11, start at verse 1. And then we're going to jump into it.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ.
Be ye followers, read that again.
Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ.
So Paul wrote, be followers of me as I am of Christ. We're going to see the order of Christ. Jump to verse 4, jump to verse 3. Come on, verse 3.
But I would have you know.
But I would have you know.
That the head of every man.
At the head of every man.
Is Christ.
Is Christ. So there's no contention. There's no contention or compromise with man and Christ. We understand, the men in Israel, we understand Christ is our head. We don't contend with that. That's the way it is, so let it be. Read on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
And the head of the woman is who?
The man.
And the head of the woman is the man. There's no compromise, but yet, with the black and Latino woman, they want compromise. There is no compromise in the Lord.
Right.
Read that again.
And the head of the woman is the man.
And the head of the woman is the man. The head of the black and Latino woman is the black and Latino man. Thus saith the Lord. So now, sister, do you understand that there's no compromise? Are you married? Were you married before? Okay. Many of our sisters, many women, many Latino and black women want to be married. You want to be married, you want to have a husband, right? What does the word husband mean? 1 Peter chapter 3. The word husband means Lord. Black and Latino man, you are the Lord over your wife.
Right.
Understand that. There's no compromise. You are the Lord over your wife. We're going to show that to you. Come on.
1 Peter
3:6.
Chapter 3, verse 6.
Watch this.
Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham.
Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham. The word obey is the most difficult word for the black and Latino woman to understand.
Right.
Because when you hear the word obey, you say, well, I ain't got to obey nobody. I'm not a dog. But Sarah obeyed her husband. Right. Just like at work, you have a boss, right? At work, you have a boss. When your boss tells you to do something, do you not do it? Why is that? Because he's your boss. Right, just like your husband is your boss.
Right.
Okay? It's the same order. You listen to your boss at work, but you won't obey your husband. That's out of order. Come on.
Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham.
Even as Sarah, a black woman, obeyed Abraham, a black man, her husband. She obeyed him. Read on.
Calling him Lord.
Calling him what?
Lord.
Calling him Lord.
Right.
Black and Latino men, you are Lord over your wife. That's what God says. You are the position of Christ in your house.
That's right.
Sister, you understand that? You accept that? This is the word of God here. This is the same book that you read slavery in. The same book you read slavery in tells you how to conduct yourself in the house with your husband. Do you accept it? Do you understand it?
I understand.
But you don't accept it. You're fighting with it. You're fighting with it.
I'm on the line.
You're fighting. What are you on the line about? What are you fighting with? What are you fighting with?
I need to study more.
You don't like it? No. What is it to study? We're reading you the Word of God. Jeremiah 3:15. Because when the black woman says, I need to study, I need to go, what she's saying is, she does not accept it. Because we're showing it to you in the Bible. God is not going to come out of the clouds and teach it to you. God is not going to say, he's not going to come and teach you. God is sending the men to do it. We're going to show you. Jeremiah 3:15.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15.
Come on.
And I will give you pastors according to my heart.
What did God say?
I will give you pastors according to my heart.
Do you hear that, black woman? The Most High said, I will give you pastors according to my heart. What is God's heart? The Bible, the laws in the Bible. Read that again.
And I will give you pastors according to my heart.
To my heart. Read on.
Which shall feed you with knowledge.
Shall feed you with knowledge. What is knowledge? Malachi 2:7. What is knowledge? We're going to show you. Malachi 2:7 for knowledge. Sister, you cannot fight against the word of the Most High God. You cannot fight and win. You understand? There's an order. You either get in line or get laid down by the Lord. It's either one of the two. There's no compromise. There's no gray area. You understand? Come on.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 7.
Come on.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge. Knowledge of what? Knowledge of God's laws. Knowledge of who you are according to the Bible. Come on.
And they should keep the law at his mouth.
And they should keep the law. Like a woman shall not wear what pertains to a man. That's a law. Thou shalt keep the law. Read on. Seek
the law at his mouth.
Thou shalt seek the law at his mouth. Meaning seek the law in here. So sister, you said you gotta go, you gotta look, you gotta study. We're showing you the Bible. We are teaching it to you as thus saith the Lord. It's up to you to either repent and humble yourself or get laid down. Give me Proverbs 3 and 5.
Let me ask you a question. Sister, where you from? You West Indian, Black American? What's your nationality? You West Indian, all right? So according to the Bible, the so-called West Indian blacks, they are from the tribe of Benjamin, all right? The people that was bought here in slavery make up the tribes of the children of Israel. All right, so that's what the Bible proves, sister. The brother was touching on it earlier on with you. Well, you said something earlier on. You said that you were atheist, right? You don't believe in God. Is there a reason why you don't believe in God? Is it something you went through, or what is it? Or are you just following the so-called white man? Because they are the ones that believe in atheism, all right? What it is? You've been through something when you was young and you feel like the Most High wasn't there to help you. What is it? Because a lot of times our people, they've been through stuff, they see a lot of bad stuff happen, and that turn them off from the Bible a lot of times. They say, listen, if there is a God, why did our people go into slavery? All right, why these things happening? Why wars going on throughout the world? And a lot of people say that's why they don't believe in the Bible. So I'm trying to figure out what it is with you. What is it? It's complicated. Your father was a pastor? No? Alright, so what the brother said to read?
I got Proverbs 3 and 5.
Alright, bring that up.
Okay. So you said it's complicated. Can you shorten it? Can you?
Well, he touched on it, a little bit. A lot of bad things happen.
A lot of bad things happen. Okay. Well, now again, but there's a reason now. There's a reason you stopped here today to hear this Bible. There's a reason for that.
I am open-minded.
There's a reason the Most High brought you here. You didn't just come up here on your own. The Most High controls all things. Psalm 14 and 1. I'm gonna show you something now because the Most High, there is a God. There is a God. There's not a coincidence blacks and Latinos live the way we live. There's not a coincidence that there's black. It's not a coincidence. It's because we broke God's commandments. Okay? Now, Psalm 14 and 1. Come on.
Psalm chapter 14, verse 1.
Come on.
The fool have said in his heart, There is no God.
You hear what God said? Read that again.
The fool said in his heart.
Fool has said in his heart, meaning in his mind. Read on.
There is no God.
That there is no God. So what the Most High is telling you is that the person that says there is no God is a fool. But now we brought you here to correct you. We brought you here to bring you up in the admonishment of this Bible and who you are. Go back to Psalms. Go back to Proverbs 3 and 5. Because sister, you said you go off of your own mind. The mind of man is wicked. You must go with what God tells you to do. You understand?
Right.
And Proverbs. Read that again.
Psalms chapter 14, verse 1. The fool have said in his heart, there is no God.
So God says when you don't believe in him, all right, when you don't believe in this Bible, the Bible says you are a fool. All right, read.
They are corrupt.
Because you know what? More time when people don't believe in the Bible, the scripture says that they are what?
They are corrupt.
They are corrupt. Because what does this Bible make up of? What does it make up of? It's made up of laws, statutes, commandments, all right? Prophecies, and the history of a people. You know who history this is? That's in this Bible. It's our history. That's what's made up in this Bible. Huh? Yes, it is the Bible. All right, so read that again.
The fool have said in his heart, there is no God.
You know,
they are corrupt.
You know,
they have done abominable works.
Because people that don't believe in the Bible, our brothers and sisters, they don't understand. A lot of them are doing abominable works. You understand? You know what I mean by abominable works? All right. The brother was touching on some early on, such as a woman wearing what pertains unto a man, which is what? What does God says about that? It's a sin. It's just a sin. He says it's a. Get it and read it real quick. Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Because the scripture said they have done abominable work, right? This is what the scripture said. Read.
The woman